Roots, King Kamehameha the Great and Queen Liliuokalani.
And these are the Black monarchs.
Who are we? I'm Professor Reiden, and this is my assistant, Mrs. Mel. We love learning about Black history. We love spending time with family and friends, and we believe discovering our family's history is just as important as Black history. Let's help everyone have fun. Listen to the speaker when he or she is speaking. Email us when you have a question. Explore the book shared today. Have fun. Share what you've learned with others.
Who was King Kamehameha?
His exact birthday is unknown, but scholars think of sometime in the year 1736. He reigned from July 1782 to May 1819. That's 37 years. Reign means to rule. He was born into royalty and became the first king to unite Hawaii. He was 7 feet tall. His name means lonely one because he lived 5 years alone with his mama.
And why did he live 5 years alone with his mom?
He lived 5 years alone with his mom because he had a prophecy calling him Kingslayer, and she was protecting him from some of the kings that might felt threatened.
What did King Kamehameha do to achieve his goals?
King Kamehameha I lost many battles, but was persistent. He captured Isaac Davis and John Young to learn Western military tactics from them, like how to build ships with weapons. The weapons and aid from the Westerners helped him conquer the islands. He was said to have the favor of the gods because a volcano erupted, helping him win a major battle.
And so when we're talking about the fact that King Kamehameha united the islands of Hawaii, we're talking about the 7 major islands. And it's a little known fact that Hawaii actually has 137 islands in their chain.
How was he successful? Before King Kamehameha, the Hawaiian Islands were separated from the rest of the world. He felt the need to unite the Hawaiian Islands and thought that would protect them from foreign invasion. Under his rule, Hawaii became a political entity. It was now strong enough to trade with other nations. Although he liked some of the Western ways, he still upheld many Hawaiian traditions. He made the law of the splintered oar, which grants protection to all innocent men, women, and children to be able to sleep safely on the side of the road unharmed. He had 4 sons who he passed his monarchy down to. Fun fact, Dragon Ball Z's main character Goku's signature attack is Kamehameha, named after King Kamehameha I.
Right, so now we have an activity that we made for the children to do at home, and we chose building a boat because weaponizing his boat was actually what gave King Kamehameha the advantage over the other kings of the island.
Things you will need: 2 water bottles, tape or hot glue, a balloon, a straw, and a Lego. Use hot glue to connect the bottles. Hot glue a Lego in the middle of the bottles. Tape and hot glue a balloon around the straw. And glue the straw on the Lego. To make your boat move, blow air into your balloon, and voila.
And so on the right over here, this is our model of the boat. And now we're gonna play how our demonstration and how it did.
Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Go, 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 go. Go, go.
All right, who was Queen Liliuokalani?
Liliuokalani was born September 2nd, 1838. She was Hawaii's last remaining monarch. She reigned from January 29th, 1891 to January 17th, 1893. And something I noticed about a lot of monarchs is about the same time they start ruling is about the same time they end ruling. Like near the same day, or it could be the same day. Her birth name was Liliuokalani. She wrote over 150 songs. Wow! She wrote an autobiography called Hawaii's Story. Her motto is be steadfast in the seeking of knowledge. Steadfast means to keep on going, keep on going. She played the piano, organ, ukulele, guitar, and the zither, her favorite. The zither is like a combination of the harp, guitar, and the keyboard.
Yeah. And at the bottom, there's a picture of Queen Liliuokalani, and that is her at the royal school, which we'll tell you about a little bit later. What were her goals?
In 1866, she composed Hawaii's national anthem. She was the first woman to rule Hawaii. She helped organize schools for Hawaiian youth. She served as a regent for King Kalakaua in 1881 and closed the ports to protect the natives from smallpox. Regent is someone who takes place of a monarch when they're absent. This angered the businessmen. She opposed the renewal of the Reciprocity Treaty of 1887, which gave Pearl Harbor to the U.S. Oppose means to go against. She wanted to amend the Constitution or restore power to the throne. Amend means to change.
Okay, and so when she became a regent, or when she acted as a regent for her brother, who was the king at the time, her brother actually went to the United States. He went to California. And while he was there, him and his royal councils experienced racism because during that time, African Americans were actually enslaved. And so they were starting to see that although the Europeans and other nations were coming to the island, acting as if they were civilized and had respect for all people, that in their own homes or their own countries, they were actually treating people who looked just like them with little to no respect at all. And at the bottom, there's a picture of the Queen at a royal dinner. And in her book, she writes about how she would go to these royal dinners and people of royalty from other nations will refuse to even sit next to her because she was Black. And so although they are not African American, they're not from Africa, the Black experience is not unique to just those from Africa. And every person in America who's Black did not necessarily come from Africa. How was Queen Liliuokalani successful?
She founded the Liliuokalani Savings Bank for Women. She started the Liliuokalani Education Society to give Native Hawaiian girls an education. She started the Hawaiian tradition. She used the Hawaiian tradition and her knowledge from Western teaching to rule her country. The United States staged a coup d'etat against her. A coup d'etat is the illegal government overthrow, usually done by force. She was overthrown and imprisoned in her palace until her death on November 11th, 1917. And I have a funny joke about coup d'etat. What did the chicken say when he was mad at the king? What did the chicken do when he was mad at the king chicken?
What did he do?
He staged a coup d'etat. Get it? Like a chicken coop?
Good one. Okay, so now we're going to do a little activity and we're going to learn about children's etiquette. What does etiquette mean?
Etiquette's manners for social situations.
Mm-hmm. And so etiquette is just like manners or a proper way to behave. We chose two of the basic ones. We chose table manners or table etiquette and phone manners. The first one we're going to hear is about a puppet named Buddy. Buddy has autism, so they're going to be introducing a social story to him to basically lay out the expectations that they have for him to learn his new goal. And these are very basic table etiquette manners, because if you go to do your research, you will discover that there are lots of rules and expectations depending on the culture. And then after that, we're going to see one on phone manners.
'Cause I know.
Huh? Eating at the table. Yay!
Buddy, it's time for dinner.
Hyper monkey.
Don't you hear your stomach growling? You can watch Hyper Monkey later. This is what we're going to do now. First, you'll sit on a chair at the table.
Huh?
Then you'll put food in your mouth with a fork or a spoon, not your hands. You'll stay and eat all of the food on your dish. And when you're all done, ask, "May I be excused?" If you want more to eat or drink, you can ask, "Please." And if you need to wipe your hands or your mouth, use a napkin. I know it can be hard to sit quietly for a while, but if you eat your dinner and earn all your stars, you can watch.
Hyper Monkey!
Let's go.
Woo woo! Aha! Attack!
Great job, buddy. You've already earned your first star. Sit on a chair at the table. Great job. Buddy. You have to earn a few more stars before you get up. Next, you have to
Eat.
Well, let's check your schedule. Put food in your mouth with a fork or a spoon. Good choice, buddy. You've earned another star. Put food in your mouth with a fork or a spoon. Now keep going until you've finished all the food on your plate, and you'll earn your next star. Buddy, if you want more, you say, "May I have some juice, please?"
Juice, please.
Good enough. And here's your juice, buddy. You're doing great, buddy. 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 That's why we have a napkin, to wipe our face and hands. Good job. You're doing it all by yourself.
All done.
Wow, you must have been really hungry. And by finishing everything on your plate, you've earned another star. Stay and eat all of the food on your dish.
Hyper Monkey?
Well, let's see. You've earned 3 stars out of 4. There's only one more left. When you're all done and you want to get up, you say, May
I be excused?
Absolutely.
Okay, and the next one's going to be on phone manners. And I forgot to mention that the reason why we chose etiquette is because when King Kamehameha united the islands, he was very interested in trading with the rest of the world. So they developed a royal school which showed the future monarchs of Hawaii how to interact with other royalty in different countries. And so etiquette was something that they all had to learn, and it was something that Queen Liliuokalani prided herself in. So here's one on phone manners.
Hi, my name is Brandon. Today we're going to talk about how to answer the phone properly. And, by the way, don't I look great in my tuxedo? Number 1. It's important to start off a conversation properly. Here's an example of what not to do. Yep. Now we'll show you the proper way. Hello? Or you could answer like this. Hello, this is Ashley here. Can I help you? Ask your parents if they want you to say your name when you answer. Number 2, don't give out too much information. Yes, hello, this is Ashley here. I am 8 years old. My parents aren't home. I live at 18 Cricket Street. And my brothers are Ethan, Justin, and Brandon. You might think you're being friendly, but the person on the other side of the phone hears, blah, 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 come and rob me. Nobody's home! Come and steal at my house! Number 3, what to say when someone's not available.
Hello, is your mom home?
No, she's out grocery shopping with my dad. You just told no adult is home. Come and rob me. This is the wrong way.
Hi, is your mom home?
She's in the bathroom. She's been in there for a really long time, like a couple of hours. Too much information. Let's try again.
Hello, is your mom home?
No, she's not home right now. Could I take a message, please? It's better to say they're not available, but to take a message. They don't need to know that your mom isn't home. Number 4, how to pass the phone.
Hello, is your dad home?
Dad! Justin! Go tell Dad there's this weird sounding man on the phone! Seriously, that's just wrong. It's important to be polite. Let's try again. Tell them just a minute, walk the phone to the person, and don't yell.
Hello, is your dad home?
Yes, just a minute, please. Number 5, how to end your phone call.
Hello, is your mom home?
Nope! Goodbye! Well, that was rude. Try again, Ashley. And this time, offer to take a message.
Hello, is your mom home?
No, she's not available right now. Could I take a message, please?
No, I'll just call back later.
Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Much better. When you finish the call, it's always nice to say, thanks for calling me. Now I gotta hang up. Bye. Last thing, check with your parents how they want you to answer the phone and practice with them. We hope you enjoy this video. Thanks for watching our video. Bye!
Okay. And then we have some books here that we're referencing if you want to learn more about the king and the queen. Keep in mind that the king was highly favored because he united the islands and invited and encouraged trade between Hawaii and other nations. But the queen, there's not many children's books that we were able to find, any at all, really, about the queen. So we had to read what? What do we have to read?
Her autobiography called Hawaii Story.
Yeah, we had to read that because she wasn't highly favored because she wanted to, get the power back to the throne. So there are a few books we have listed here, and the next Roots class is
January 23rd at 1:30 p.m. on Jackie Orns and Carl Cotton.
and thank you for joining us here today. We're going to let our guest speakers talk about Kwanzaa.
Hi, everyone. Can we first just give some virtual kudos to our guest presenters this month? I mean, bravo for an amazing presentation. I am just inspired, and I know Ernie feels the same by these presenters. And we hope other folks that join and want to be guest presenters, take it up the stance and make it your own. This was awesome. In the spirit of this being the month of Kwanzaa, before we open the floor for questions, we thought it would just be good to share a holiday that was created due to when African Americans were brought to America, that did not win their fight, like we heard from the king and queen. They often lost their history. And so Kwanzaa is a way to honor that with 7 principles, all focused on raising your community. Emoja, meaning unity, focusing on family, community, and race. Kujishakalia, which is the principle referring to defining, naming, creating, and speaking for oneself, self-determination. Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. How do we make sure our brother and our sister's problems are our own as well? Ujama, uplifting your community economically, supporting those businesses in your community. Nia means purpose, making sure that we have collective vocation, building and developing our community. Kumba means creativity, being creative with the world that we have inherited and leaving it better than where we found it. And last but not least, Imani. The final principle means faith. It is defined to believe with all of our heart that our people, our parents, our leaders are victorious in the struggle. And so what a wonderful way to end our year, really year 3 of the Roots program with such a wonderful presentation and a beautiful tribute to our history. And so with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ms. Joyce to open it for our panelists for questions.
Does anybody have any questions on our presentation?
Yes, thank you for that great presentation. All right, again, you can use the Q&A box or you can raise your hand and I will turn on your microphone and you can speak with our presenters. Okay, so we'll wait a couple seconds. Oh, we have a question here. Hold on one moment. All right, and whenever you're ready, feel free to ask your question.
Thank you.
No problem.
For joining us.
What's the question?
This story was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, you have a question too. What's the question?
That's my question.
That's your, oh, you.
That was very nice. Any other questions or comments?
Well, we have 2 questions if no one has any, just to see who was paying attention. Our first question is about King Kamehameha.
Why did he live 5 years alone with his mom?
Does anyone know? Okay. Why did he live 5 years alone with his mom?
He lived 5 years alone with his mom because he had a prophecy calling him Kingslayer, and his mom was protecting him from any of the kings that might feel threatened.
And then for Queen Liliuokalani, does anyone know why she angered the businessmen?
I think it's because she was black, colored. I think it's because she was colored.
So they because she was black or colored, they didn't quite like her, but that's not actually the reason why. The reason why they didn't like her is because she started to, she wanted to change the Constitution and she was doing things like closing the ports. She was trying to give more power back to the monarchs of Hawaii and take it away from the foreigners. But thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here with us today.
Bye.
Bye.
Great job. And I liked how you did the example about Goku saying Kamehameha when he releases all that energy. I think you really did a great job on that.
Thank you.
All right, if there are no other questions, we hope to see you in January for the next class, January 23rd at 1:30. Oh, we have a chat. Lots of great jobs, awesome jobs. Javaris enjoys it as well.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone, for joining us today. We'll see you again soon.
Thank you. See ya.